Back like we never left. What is good, everybody? Today's video was an email request of when your ex reaches out because they realize that they made a huge mistake. And you already know how I get down. I don't like to waste time and I'm ready to get into it. So let's do that right now. Question for you. What would you define as a mistake? Spilling wine on somebody's shirt? Stepping on somebody's shoe? Accidentally leaving your keys in the car? Yeah, me too. But see, there comes a point in our lives where the realization of choice comes into play, right? Like your ex made a conscious decision to leave you, abandon you, cheat on you, lie to you, not work on the relationship, not give you their all, but most importantly, not put in the work it requires to make a relationship meaningful and long lasting. And what exactly is that supposed to mean to you? You know, the person who has to go heal, get their life in order, be disappointed, hurt, and now in search of a new path alone and single. I mean, you gotta pick up the pieces of your heart, don't you? Regardless of how unfair, how mistreated, how misunderstood, and how heartbroken you are. And you owe that to yourself, don't you? So when your ex comes back, reaches out months into no contact or years later, whether it's through unknown numbers, running into you in public, telling a mutual friend, or through social media, how are you supposed to not only make sense of it, but also not allow yourself to get caught up in the whole "they finally regret it" nonsense? And the answer is simple, yet complex. How much do you respect yourself? Wait, what? How much do you respect yourself? See, because nostalgia always feels good. And time, it always has this way of making an empathetic person see hope and forgiveness as more of a possibility. But do you remember how hurt you were? Not even after the relationship. I'm talking about during. When you were communicating and trying to make it work. When you kept asking what was wrong in the relationship. When you kept pleading to try and make things better in the relationship. What were you given in return? Resistance? A short temper? A whole lot of feeling like you were a burden on someone who was supposed to love you? That doesn't sound like love, does it? Does that sound like a place where you felt safe in your ex's energy? Where you felt like you were truly appreciated? A place where you felt like this was going to be a forever thing? See, too many times we aren't selfish enough in our relationships. We don't think of our happiness enough. We don't think of how invaluable our time is enough. And we wind up giving it to people who take it for granted. And what does that tell you about your ex's character? That they loved you so much? That they made the mistake of fumbling you? The mistake of hopping into a new rebound relationship? The mistake of treating you like shit towards the end of your relationship? That doesn't sound like much of a mistake. More than it does a conscious ass decision to betray you, leaving you hold the emotional bag and lacking of emotional maturity on their part. And that ain't your job to keep holding on to hope that they change, they'd realize, or they regret losing you. Nah, fuck their regret and what they realize. This next step in your growth requires your attention on you so you can regain your confidence and appreciating that you were worth it the first time around. And now your ex can go kick rocks as you focus on building, nurturing, and healing you, and eventually moving in a direction and onto someone that will actually appreciate you the first time around. As always, thank you to every single one of you for tuning in and checking out this video today. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification and come and join a team that will always push you towards personal greatness. I'll be back soon with another new video, but in the meantime, have an amazing day. Stay strong and stay inspired, and as always, until I see you guys next time, peace.